some time to go over to the lecture and any doubt so far?
No, please, no, please. I think
Okay.
we talked about the enterprise structure and also the sales module structure. So, like with every company, there are departments, and everybody has their function, and we have them. It's good. It's clear to me.
Okay. We were there, we were studying the basically enterprise structure for the module. This is for the materials management module, you can say, which we have studied so far. And we have studied that what is basically client. Client in hierarchy is the highest, most, you can say, organizational structure place. And after that comes the company. Company deals with the finances, and it is a legal entity where I have briefed you regarding all the things. Then comes to the plant, and in case of particular module, it is procurement plant. And before going over to the ST enterprise structure, sales and distribution, it is must to understand the enterprise structure of this materials management, because it is of prime importance. Then comes the storage location of various type: raw material storage location, finished good. Purchase organization of two types: centralized and decentralized. Centralized mean, if company, you can say, head office or company core takes the responsibility of procurement of all the materials, then it is at centralized level. And if powers have been delegated at the plant level, it is decentralized level. Purchasing group under the purchase organization. Purchase organization is primarily your procurement plant, responsible for procurement of all types of materials, and under it we have the its small operational entities in the form of purchasing group, where we have got the certain persons who are qualified and or have got the technical qualification or know how to purchase a certain material. And today we are going to study the enterprise structure of the sales and distribution. Okay, today it's 27th of January 24. Okay. Now, Sister Daniela, what happens that basically client remains the same, company remains the same, plant remains the same. And if there are some of these sales activities are being carried out in that particular company, then this is the enterprise structure which is going to be annexed with the plant. First is sales organization, then is the distribution channel, then is the division, then is the sales area, then is the sale office and the sales group. Company, again, basically I have already briefed you that you can say, sorry, first of all, the client. Client, I have already briefed you basically what is client. Basically, a client is, you can say, the a group of industries, or it is, you can say, the highest place in the within your, you can say, and your overall enterprise structure. And what is company? Company can be a main head office, which I have briefed you, and it has got all the financial obligations, and it is a legal entity. So what is plant? Plant can be a regional office, warehouse, production plant, technical maintenance plant. And in this particular case, it's a sales plant. Okay, what is sales plant? Sales plant primarily dealing with all the sales activity of your company. Then coming over to the now, you have already read basically what is company code and what is client. Client here it should be client should be here. It is the highest place in org structure of enterprise structure. And for example, you can say group of industries having companies operating under it. Wait. Let me finish the color. Okay, what is sales organization? Okay, sales organization is a legal entity, you can say primarily, which is responsible for the sale of your finished product to your valued customer. Here you can say it's a bookish language, or you can say a little bit difficult language written over here, but primarily it's your, you can say, sales organization is responsible for selling the, you can say, your finished product. It is always, it's always identified by 4 characters, like you can say 2001, or you can say a HR01, etc. Means it can be numerical, it can be alphanumerical, or it can be alphabetical. Okay, now what is distribution channel? Distribution channel means that how you are going to distribute your sale products in the market, or how you will make a stream or a way to, so that it should reach your valued customer. So distribution channel can be your, you can say, independent shop of that particular company, branded shop, or it can be, you can say, sold through the basically online selling services like Amazon or OLX. And basically in few of the companies, in few of the cases you have seen, there are big cash and carry store, big departmental store, and they are having a particular corner which is representing that company products. Okay, I give you the example of the Dell. Maybe Dell is having its own, you can say, independent, you can say a selling store, or you can say a retailing store. And maybe Dell is also selling its product through online services and hiring the, you can say, services of the Amazon and other services who are responsible for selling the products, or you can say carrying along the products to the valued customer. Or you must have seen in some of the big departmental store, there is a corner of the Dell company where you can say, where you can see laptops or other machines of the Dell company. Daniela, have you understood what is distribution channel?
Yes, I have understood.
Okay. And you can say it comes after the sales organization. Okay, division. Okay, division, you can say, for example, same set of material, we identify it by the division. Division can say it encircle, or it covers a large, you can say, chunk of the material having the same characteristics. For example, we define the division like, you can say, the vehicles. Okay, under the vehicles, there are various type of vehicles. There are personal cars, there are trucks, or you can say the goods carrying trucks, and there are long vehicles having the containers also, and includes the motorbikes. Okay, for example, if you have described the division like this, now what is the particular characteristics which are alike or which are uniform between this division of the material, that they have got the engine assembly and the, you can say, the transmission assembly, gear assembly, and they are used for the transportation of personnel and the material. Daniela, Divian, have you understood?
Personal,
Yes.
personal and material. Is that what you said?
Basically, division, we define the materials. Here you can see the vehicles like the car, trucks, long vehicles, bikes. These all come under the divisions. Okay. For example, if you say we had defined a division at the IT material, it is going to cover all the laptops, desktops, scanners, you can say VPS, and the photocopiers.
Mm-hmm.
Clear, Taniala?
I heard you say personal and material. Did I get you right?
Yeah,
Or you said
yes, yes,
product
yes,
synergy.
yes. That I have described regarding the characteristics. That characteristics of that particular material. That what are the characters that they are used for the transportation of the goods and the personal. Okay, if you talk about your personal car, it is responsible for taking you along from your office, from your home to office and back. If you take the
Mm,
example of the trucks, it is responsible for carrying along the goods. If you talk about the long vehicles container, they are responsible for carrying along the materials and the good. And if you talk about the motorbikes, it is also used for the utilization of the movement and personal can sometimes carry along the little bit material also.
okay.
Now clear little bit or not?
Yes, it is clear. So,
Okay.
let's say the personal aspects of it, would that information also be recorded on SAP?
Yes, basically we are going to why it is coming under the sales and distribution, this division, that it is going to define the certain set of material which we are going to sell to our valued customer, and they will be covered. For example, if you define the under the sales organization, you define the division as vehicles, you define the divisions as the IT material. In case of vehicles, it is going to cover all types of, you can say, the cars, trucks, or the long vehicles or the motorbikes. Or in case of, you can say, IT material, it is going to cover all types of IT material. For example, you can say scanners, desktop, laptops. Primarily it concerns with the materials means, or the your which is going to be your sale product.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
uh, no problem. Clear or not?
It is clear.
Okay. As far as the distribution channel is concerned, for example, it is, you can say, it's identified by the two characters. Like you can say, division can be, it is HR, and you can say distribution channel via online services, or you can define here HR. Oh, sorry. You can define here, for example, it can be alphanumerical, it can be numerical, or it can be alphabetical. If you define it A0, and you can say basically some of the, for example, Amazon, cash, and carry store. So it is like that. Understood, Tanyala?
Yes.
Okay. Now coming over to the division. Again, a division, we do the coding by two characters, and I am going to define it basically like, you can say, for example, RT, and in case of RT, please wait for a moment. Let me finish this highlighted one. For example, RT, if you define basically, or you define it basically your division as the VH. Okay, what is VH? VH with two characters is defining the division as the vehicles. Okay, you define basically your division as IT, information technology. So it is primarily for all type of IT materials. Daniela, little bit clear or not?
Yes, it is clear.
Okay. And as far as the sales organization, I have told you it is going to be identified by the four characters, and these are written
Mhm.
over here. Okay,
Okay.
sales area. Sales area, you can say primarily in ST, sales and distribution module. It is the combination of sales organization, distribution channel, and the division. It is the geographical you can say boundaries define where a sales organization is operating, and it is having a division in the shape, sorry, distribution channel in the shape of two, you can say indigenous or retailing shop, and basically it is selling the materials under a particular division. In particular, physically it is not a thing anything, but basically it covers, it is combination of sales organization, distribution channel and division, and it is going to cover a geographical, you can say, location or geographical boundaries. Like in Boston, you can say there are 4 sales organization operating, one in Boston North, one in Boston East, one in Boston South, and one in Boston West. So each sales organization sales area has been defined. One sales area, you can define it as Boston North. Now, understood, Daniela?
Yes, yes.
Okay, basically it is the combination of, or it covers the sales organization, your distribution channel, and the division. Basically, it covers the, you can say, the area just defining geographical boundaries. Okay, wait for a moment. Okay, you can say a sales organization can have not only the one distribution, but different set of distribution channel, and at the same very time, it will have the various type of divisions. After the sales area, basically it is covering a sales organization, distribution and division. That comes the sales office. Okay, for example, you can say in the Boston sales area, Boston North, there are 2 sales office of this particular sale organization. Sale organization will be operating under the plant, and these sales office, one sale office can be along with the sales organization, and one within the geographical boundaries of the Boston North, it can be at some other location. So what is primarily their responsibility? Their responsibility is also basically selling the, you can say, products to the customer. And there will be sales group operating under the sales office. What is sales group? Sales group is having the set of persons which have got the technical know-how to satisfy the customer as far as the selling of the various type of your sale products are concerned. Daniela, any doubt in sales office and sale group?
No. So, Mr. Biram, now that
Yes,
we've
yes.
learned like the sales enterprise structure for the sales for the SD,
Mhm.
so is it that the SAP is going to cover all of these aspects? So like we can find all of this divisions or functions, the distribution channel, sales area, or we can find all of that in the SAP software.
Yes, we are going to create all these, you can say, elements of enterprise structure during our session, and in backend configuration, we are going to define them.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, basically, you
Got it.
can say this sales organization is having distribution channel and division, and in parallel, it will be having certain sales offices also. For in Boston North,
Mhm.
if there is one sales organization, maybe there are 2 or 3 sales offices operating under the Boston. Boston is your basically state where I have defined, basically there are 4 sales organization operating. So in Boston North, if there is one sales organization, maybe it will be having 2 to 3 sales offices at different locations. Okay. And each
Mhm.
sales office will be having maybe 2 or 3 sales group. And what is the sales group? Maybe one sales group is responsible for selling the IT material. One sales group is responsible for selling the vehicle spare parts. And one sales group, you can say it is responsible for selling the electrical appliances.
Mhm.
Okay. and it's identified by 4 characters, like you can say, wait for a moment, and 4 characters, and like you can say basically like 3001, and under this there are sales group. You say basically sales group mainly used to manage workforce. Sales group can be assigned to this sale office, and multiple sale group can be assigned to the one sale office. You say it is defined by the 2 characters. You can say 01, and it is basically IT material sales group. And if you say, for example, 02, it is vehicle spares sales group, and they are responsible for creating the sales order. Now, a little bit understood or not, Daniela?
Understood.
I hope name I am pronouncing the correct. Daniela.
Daniela. Or
Daniela.
you can call me
Daniela.
lady. You can
Oh,
call me
oh,
lady. Lady is
my
also
my apologies if sometimes I basically pronounce it in a you can say a
no
wrong
problem.
pronunciation. So
You can call
please,
me lady as well.
yes. Okay, okay. I can call you ma'am or lady. Okay, please have a look over it, especially the enterprise structure of this uh, sales and distribution. And if you have any doubt, please ask.
Yeah, understood. Good.
Okay. Now, first of all, how we are going to go about it? I am going to demonstrate a sales order in front of you. We will go with a little bit with front end process. And once you are familiar, they are used in the various, you can say, transaction, then we will go for the backend configuration in our subsequent lectures. Okay, we will go over
Okay.
there. First of all, you can say the master data in ST module. Okay, what type of master data we have in ST module? First of all is the material master data. Okay, then comes the your customer master data. And then is pricing master data. Okay, ma'am, can you explain that what is the meaning, or can you define that what is material master data?
Let me see.
There are 3 types of master data. I have already explained that primarily there is 3 type of data in any of the ERP. One is master data, one is transaction data, and one is configuration data. So what do you mean by, or what you understand basically with the material master data? Each module have own types of master datas, but here we have the material master. So in material master, what we are going to create basically, in material master, we are going to define the characteristics, or we are going to punch the data in certain fields of the sales material, which we are going to sell to our customer. In customer master data, we are going to keep the data of the all the customers to whom we are going to sell our product. And in pricing master data, we are going to enter the certain conditions of the pricing, or you can say the price of that particular material. Okay, then ma'am, clear?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now there are certain types of T codes. MM01, that is, you can say, create material master data. Okay, always remember in SAP, there are always the transaction code which are in order of seniority. MM01 is create, MM02 is change, and MM03 is display. Okay, MM02 is change. If you have created a master data and you want to have any change, you can basically change it. Material master. And MM03 is display. Basically, sorry, 3Ms, no 3Ms, 2Ms. And MM03 is display if you want to see that what are the characteristics or what was the data punch in those particular fields while creating the material master data, that is MM03. Display material master. Okay. Ma'am, clear? Okay. Now, what we can do, we can go in front-end process. We will first of all do the front-end process. Okay. Who basically creates the front-end process? These are the business transaction in your routine, and it is the primarily responsibility of your end users. And who creates in the backend configuration, like creation of the plant, creation of sales organization, distribution channel, division, your sales office and sale group, it is the responsibility of basically consultant.
Okay.
Ma'am, clear?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now what we can do, have I made the connection on your laptop or not so far?
No, please, you've not.
Okay, when we can make, it will take about 20 minutes, or we can create in the next session. We will have the next session in next week on any working day, I believe.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Now, this is SAP, you can say the main navigational screen. Okay. It is known as SAP Easy Access. Okay. From here, if you drill down logistics, you will see that all the modules concerning the logistics are over here, and your module is here, sales and distribution. So from here, you can say the various T codes are given over here. But what you can do basically, that with the passage of time, you are going to understand the T codes, or you are going to remember them by heart. And this is the search box where you can enter transaction code for any of the, you can say, transaction, and you are going to come across it. Okay, ma'am, clear?
Clear.
Okay, good. Now, for example, create material MM01. Okay, now you have seen a new screen in front of you, that what is the industry sector? Okay, what is the industry sector? It is going to define that primarily you can say material which you are going to sell to your customer, it belongs to which industry? Maybe telecommunication, maybe pharmaceutical, maybe automobile, maybe chemical, maybe textile. Okay, what you are going to do, ma'am, for example, you can select the automobile industry. Okay, material type. There are certain material types, for example, raw materials, they are identified with the code word ROH. These are the German words. For example, here it is written ROH. Raw in German language is known as raw material. If you just talk FERD, FERD is basically in German language, it is finished product. Since it is a German, you can say the ERP. So lot many words have been derived from German language.
Okay.
Okay. Now, ma'am, what we are going to do, this is first step, industry sector, and this is basically you can say the material type is finished product. Okay. Now, please press enter from your keyboard and you will see the organizational level. Okay. What are the organizational level at which you are going to basically, you can say, sell it? You can select a plant. For example, you go over here. You select Hamza plant, GH. So I have told you that in this case, this plant is overall use, can say it will be used for the sale, and at the same very time, it will be used for the procurement also. Okay, once basically you are going to purchase this material, it is going to, for example, what this is the scenario in which we are purchasing the finished product from external vendor and selling it to the customer, you can say on some profitability. Okay, once basically you are going to purchase it, it is going to fall under which particular story location? As I have already briefed you in the enterprise structure of the procurement, after the plant comes the story location. So this is plant. This is, you can say, SLOC story location identified by the 4 characters code, plant by the 4 characters code, and this is the description which is written in abbreviated form. So our plant is HZ01, and in this case you can see here here it is the finished good story location SL01, raw material and administrative material. So what you can do, you can select this finished good story location. Okay, continue. And now you can see there is a new screen in front of you. Okay, ma'am, clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what was our industry? It was automobile, and basically it was, you can say, your finished product or finished goods story location. So as far as basically you are, for example, dealing with some of the sale product or the material from the automobile industry, here you can write down, for example, transmission brake assemblies. And as a just for the remembrance, I am going to give it the date also 24. Okay, base unit of measure. What is base unit of measure? That how we are going to measure it, whether in liters, whether in dozen, whether you can say in centimeters. In this case, ma'am, we are going to select each. That we are creating the material master data for, you can say, one brake assembly. Okay. Understanding it basically.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, material group. Okay, what is the combination between the material type? In this case, material type is your finished product. Your material group will be, you can say, vehicle spares, and under that you can then basically make the or create the any type of, you can say, the materials like brake assembly, like the engine assembly, like you can say vehicle doors, like you can say car tires, and it is used for the identification purpose. And later on, some part of at some quantum of time, if you want to do the analysis that under a particular material group, how many materials are there, you can identify it through the material group. So there are, you can say, in standard SAP system, there are certain material groups which are already there, and you can select the vehicle spare parts. Okay. And after doing it, now what you are going to do, you will go over to the this view, that is sales organization one. Okay, there are lot many views you can see over here. If you go, wait for a moment, I will show you all the views. You can see there are about 20 views, but basically all the views are used in different modules for making the material. But in this case, we will use sales organization 1, sales organization 2, and the sales journal / plant. If you are going to create the material as per the production planning, you are going to hit the MRP1, MRP2, MRP3, MRP4, and the work scheduling. And same way, if you are going to create the material in warehouse management module, then you have to basically select these, you can say, views also. Okay. Okay, now we will move over to the sales organization one. Okay, in sales organization one, already this enterprise structure has been created, but we will also create in the backend configuration our subsequent lecture. So what is the sales organization affiliated with Hamza plant? This is your sales organization, and HR01. This is basically, you can say, the sales organization and distribution channel. I have briefed you. it has got always two characters, or it is coded by the two characters, and sales organization by 4. So I am going to click, and your sales organization and distribution channel is over here. Now this tick mark is to continue the process. Now you are in the view sales organization 1. Now which fields you are going to ping over here? First of all, you will see that material group is okay, and you will go basically over to the distribution channel special status, and you are going to basically here enter this, you can say, discounted with replacement. Means that we are going to give the discount to our valued customer along with the option of replacement if there is any fault in the, you can say, our sale product. Okay, clear? Okay, now this distribution, you can say, channel special status, it is going to valid from today. Okay, now if you go down here, coming over to the text classification, in this case we can enter what is our text classification. We can here do the no text. So under this view, you are going to basically enter the distribution channel special status. Okay, Daniela. Ma'am, what is speciality that you click on any of the, you can say, field description over here, click right and go over to the help. Right click of the mouse, and here are all the definitions and information in front of you. Okay, distribution, you can say chain specific material status, and we have given it.
So
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I was saying
Hello.
that it gives you like explanation on the features. It gives you explanation on the features. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Of course, you are pretty right that it is going to give you the explanation regarding the features. Okay, all the fields are not required here because some of the fields you have to ping for special business, you can say, processes, or for, you can say, some other modules also. Okay, ma'am. After that, you will move over to the sales organization 2. Okay, in sales organization 2, you have to see that this is journal item category group, and basically this is, you can say, your category group special. Okay, what is basically, it is written, you can say, item category from the material master. Okay, so this item category group and journal item category group, it should be normal. Normal means that it is going to sell through the your standard sales system, that a sales order will be created against the purchase order of the customer, and then you are going to make the outbound delivery document. It will be shipped or it will be transported to the customer, and along with the billing document, and he is going to pay you. So here you can see that it is written KLMN. Where is LM? Here it is normal. So these both should be normal. Okay, sales and journal plant, you will go over there, and availability check means you have to check its availability, whether it is available or not. You can say on the daily basis, on individual requirements, you have to check its availability in the inventory on daily requirements. Okay, for example, it is a brake assembly. Its net weight, you can say it is 10, and with packing material, you can say its weight is 11 kg. Okay. Coming over to the transportation group. Okay, what is transportation group? Transportation group, that it is going to be transported through the vendor, through which means. Okay, we can see that what are the transportation groups available over here. We have on pallets, on container, on box, or on closed bag. So you can write it down, or you can select the transportation group on. We have got less than 1 minute, ma'am. So